A consistent soul believes in destiny, a capricious one in chance. Benjamin Disraeli. What if everything is an illusion and nothing exists? In that case, I definitely overpaid for my carpet. Woody Allen. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Dale Carnegie. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. George Orwell. Have no fear of perfection, you'll never reach it. Salvador Dali. Fate shuffles the cards and we play. Arthur Schopenhauer. Ability is nothing without opportunity. Napoleon Bonaparte. Freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 make 4. If that is granted, all else follows. George Orwell. In a time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. George Orwell. They must often change who would be constant in happiness or wisdom. Confucius. Happiness can exist only in acceptance. George Orwell. Buying books would be a good thing if one could also buy the time to read them in, but as a rule the purchase of books is mistaken for the appropriation of their contents. Arthur Schopenhauer. Dreams age faster than dreamers. Stephen King. The willing, destiny guides them. The unwilling, destiny drags them. Seneca. Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored. Aldous Huxley. There is no terror in the bang, only in the anticipation of it. Alfred Hitchcock. May you live all the days of your life. Jonathan Swift. Control your own destiny or someone else will. Jack Welch. Everything comes in time to him who knows how to wait. Leo Tolstoy. In this world nothing can be said to be certain, except death and taxes. Benjamin Franklin. Death does not concern us, because as long as we exist, death is not here. And when it does come, we no longer exist. Epicurus. Greed is a bottomless pit which exhausts the person in an endless effort to satisfy the need without ever reaching satisfaction. Erich Fromm. Freedom is nothing but a chance to be better. Albert Camus. They can conquer who believe they can. Virgil. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. Albert Einstein. Life is the sum of all your choices. Albert Camus. Age is whatever you think it is. You are as old as you think you are. Muhammad Ali. "20 years from now you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines. Sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore. Dream. Discover." Mark Twain. There are only two tragedies in life, one is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. Oscar Wilde. What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the rest of the world calls a butterfly. Lao Tzu. There is no greater sorrow than to recall happiness in times of misery. Dante Alighieri. Rather fail with honor than succeed by fraud. Sophocles. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. Carl Jung. Miracles happen to those who believe in them. Bernard Berenson. While there's life, there's hope. Cicero. Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Buddha. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Marcus Aurelius. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. John Lennon. The first requisite for immortality is death. Stanislaw Jerzy Lec. He who wishes to be rich in a day will be hanged in a year. Leonardo da Vinci. To be is to do. Immanuel Kant. All truth passes through three stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. Arthur Schopenhauer. In order to attain the impossible, one must attempt the absurd. Miguel de Cervantes. Be the change you want to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. Aristotle. Most of the time I don't have much fun. The rest of the time I don't have any fun at all. Woody Allen. People are always blaming circumstances for what they are. I do not believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they cannot find them, they make them. George Bernard Shaw. Every man has his own destiny, the only imperative is to follow it, to accept it, no matter where it leads him. Henry Miller. The good times of today are the sad thoughts of tomorrow. Bob Marley. In all chaos there is a cosmos, in all disorder a secret order. Carl Jung. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca. Monsters are real, and ghosts are real too. They live inside us, and sometimes, they win. Stephen King. You see things, and you say why, but I dream things that never were, and I say why not. George Bernard Shaw. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. Tony Robbins. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker. The greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes of mind. William James. Dignity consists not in possessing honors, but in the consciousness that we deserve them. Aristotle. No great artist ever sees things as they really are. If he did, he would cease to be an artist. Oscar Wilde. Fear cannot be without hope, nor hope without fear. Spinoza. The golden rule is that there are no golden rules. George Bernard Shaw. How much easier it is to be critical than to be correct. Benjamin Disraeli. "80% of success is showing up." Woody Allen. I will take fate by the throat, it will never bend me completely to its will. Ludwig van Beethoven. The world is a stage, but the play is badly cast. Oscar Wilde. My one regret in life is that I am not someone else. Woody Allen. I have noticed that even those who assert that everything is predestined and that we can change nothing about it still look both ways before they cross the street. Stephen Hawking. For once you have tasted flight, you will walk the earth with your eyes turned skywards, for there you have been and there you will long to return. Leonardo da Vinci. A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid trouble. Mahatma Gandhi. Whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. Each of us bears his own hell. Virgil. Change alone is eternal, perpetual, immortal. Arthur Schopenhauer. Whatever you do will be insignificant, but it is very important that you do it. Mahatma Gandhi. I am where I am because I believe in all possibilities. Whoopi Goldberg. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. Steve Jobs. There are no facts, only interpretations. Friedrich Nietzsche. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. After your death you will be what you were before your birth. Arthur Schopenhauer. Why, sometimes I've believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. Lewis Carroll. If you always put limit on everything you do, physical or anything else, it will spread into your work and into your life. There are no limits. There are only plateaus, and you must not stay there, you must go beyond them. Bruce Lee. When fate hands us a lemon, let's try to make lemonade. Dale Carnegie. The only thing that makes life possible is permanent, intolerable uncertainty, not knowing what comes next. Ursula K. Le Guin. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. Oscar Wilde. Death smiles at us all, but all a man can do is smile back. Marcus Aurelius. The most important things are the hardest to say, because words diminish them. Stephen King. There are some days when I think I'm going to die from an overdose of satisfaction. Salvador Dali. Everything existing in the universe is the fruit of chance and necessity. Democritus. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. Carl Jung. A man can do what he wants, but not want what he wants. Arthur Schopenhauer. If you don't know where you are going, any road will take you there. Lewis Carroll. It's a funny thing about life, if you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. Somerset Maugham. Time stays long enough for anyone who will use it. Leonardo da Vinci. Reality leaves a lot to the imagination. John Lennon. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Confucius. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. Confucius. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. George Orwell. If you want to be happy, be. Leo Tolstoy. Any idiot can face a crisis, it's day-to-day living that wears you out. Anton Chekhov. The only thing we know about the future is that it will be different. Peter Drucker. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. John de La Fontaine.